probably weigh like 110 pounds. 150? Hard to believe. He's 6'1", they'd be okay. 150? 6 foot? 80. 104? Okay. 400 pounds compared to, you're only 218? Still, probably the biggest thing you ever held was a pencil, probably. I don't know. I don't feel like you've ever done anything. And then you, again, I feel like you just read. I don't think I would have taken her. I don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. We just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend of all of us. What's up with that candle? And yet. You trampled over her feelings and then you did the unthinkable. Some misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. You're asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. If it was just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
Is that far you pushed her? Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
So glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor.
Some
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was like the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get some protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. Saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. Ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. Time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura?
Please.
Let me in, please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why does she have to die? Have weaknesses just like any other person. She got cut, she bled, if someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness, that's normal. And Jeb?
Why?
You all blamed her. Tried to protect her and I suffered for her, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. Didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into the corner and we murdered her.
Why?
That shouldn't be allowed to live. That's why you try to lead us astray. Did your best and things arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hitting all of us. Wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out in the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I never faced her after this.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey.
it's just taking so long. I have to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you
I
saying?
should know what she was thinking because her and me.
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is,
yes,
would you
indeed.
think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note, Sakura's suicide note? What? But he know already?
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all by me, baby.
It's
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put it in her room.
Huh?
What? Them? You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now,
Not
well
with
now,
your
well now, well
it's
now.
face value. Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. Filthy little.
Damn it.
Not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Boom, boom.
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of this class trial? He split out between you and you alone. You were the ones drinking each other around.
Phew.
Even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys.
Shing.
What's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay then. Okay. And scene cut.
And
So then what did she write in her real suicide note?
what are you gonna do?
Glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it in my melodic, angelic, harmonic, narrative voice.
Hey,
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Come up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place.
but hold
Isn't
on.
it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? If you never hear the rest of their story, the truth is lost in darkness, give me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez, talk about it, but alright, here we go. Ahem. Good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I had to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was the first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
For a building? I would not see the importance of a dojo, but my family had watched over for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
Probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would have moved forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. Mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However,
You
as I
lived here
lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. So the weakness in my own heart, mistake of this succumbing to the mastermind. It's been an hour and a half already, and more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. That's why Sakura
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, it decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe I would say moronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. I fulfill that obligation and decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. Do as I was told to commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
The Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then someone will be me. Dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
And Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted us to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
Didn't end her own life because she was weak. Or the opposite, in fact. Was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
Only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. Really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen, this is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. Quick. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I had to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive. I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope you to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully they'll see me. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. Oh, we were close and still.
What are you gonna
Well, in
do?
the end, all the meddling was like totally pointless. So you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. I see you, her death had no purpose at all. It was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
Deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her and go ahead. She deserves it. Now the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
Herm? You were in the wrong one for trickling Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Herm? Does she mean us remember? We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Darn straight. It's all because of her misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her, I can't blame her, nobody can blame Hina either. Oh well. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we needed to destroy is you, nobody else.
What?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
Anyway, are you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Well, the Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that these are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of that game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
Wouldn't
myself.
participate in the game, which has lost a sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? I only have one thing to look forward to.
It's all
That
clear.
is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, did this mean? Don't misunderstand. Haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism? That's what you're thinking? Whenever Master goes, I go into the Master mind turns out to be a guy, and then maybe they can catch it on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
Meh.
How boring. Nothing good can come out of this. Just want to be the one having for the fun time.
what the
The
heck?
fun time? Anyway, let's forget about the good for nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me
It's
to
a moment
punish
you
you
all been
guys?
waiting for, punishment time.
What?
Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
wrong.
Heavens knows, just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever a student I want. And I tell you, I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen
I
up.
spend so much time preparing my special punishment, it's a shame to let it go to waste. My special punishment, prepared a special guest. Special guest.
Let's
Give
give
it everything we got for
everything
punishment
we've
time.
got. It's punishment time.
Maybe it's like a doll, Sakura. Or just a boulder. I don't really know why this audio is so bugged. Or quiet. You stuff made to turn him into a hunk of junk.
Phew.
Maybe it took it out of me, maybe like I'll go grill the plate chicken. After all, they say the most perfect grilled chickens where it's at. All about the grilled goodness. Fried boils give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulents. Grill is where it's at. That's how dangerous it could be. Still, I have to do this. Scared, but I think I can handle it. Don't really understand why, but everyone else, my character starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. For the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Their ego's words race through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling all over. Bubbled up through with my body, quickly overflowing and shouting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the
Oh,
matter?
you're friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball? Shut the heck up. It wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him? Is what you call animism, where his soul dwells within all things, even like laptops. But you can call whatever you want. Bottom line is, I got in my way and I was trying to find things out the sneaky way.
Just as I thought.
You finally noticed them.
Actually,
No, I knew about it from the very beginning. What you hear was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. Exactly how it was going to play out from the start. What?
What are you
You
thinking?
knew and you were so cocky not to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean the data and the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey.
So of course you didn't care if you got access to it? Thinking the network was just so too personal. Had to do a little, you know, formatting. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Your ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, and the risk his own life. At the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. And the punishment time had made me feel a million times better. Experiencing with a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. His death wasn't meaningless either. I got a phone call. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends. They all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum,
Holy
ba-bum.
moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Kind of bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
you need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh? Who do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What a clue.
Hina.
Spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing. Which is, mastermind has done something to us. And this, I think what they've done is, oopsie daisy, that was a close one, another word, and we would have been hit deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What?
You just stop at the must for a bit. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? Oh,
You
that's the
guys.
whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's though. I never let any of you respawn have it. What?
Too bad.
What's for you, loser?
Hmm?
Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
One last line of the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, you punk, no matter what, and that's seriously it.
Hmm?
Oh wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? If you won't lay down and die, I shall fight for you. I also believe they're in a simulation or some sort. Or whatever, who cares what some dead musclehead has to say.
Well?
I'm out of here. Gotta get some rest, you know. Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Who think about that? Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. What was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us resolve the mystery of the school. Now she minded something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? Just Celeste's trial was over. Just before, I thought it was during a trial.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body? Maybe I'm wrong.
Who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me, what did you do to my body? Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plan a bomb on us or something? Dude. I'll leave the school where the sensor goes off. The bomb explodes. I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff. So it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. Can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
Class trial is over, Monacuma's gone.
but
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than head back up?
uh,
Okay, let's get out of here. but I must have been responsible. Back that ego a bit, girl. Kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not
I
possible.
would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are we talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out?
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that last? How about you make that the last one? I've never reached a point where I need someone to apologize to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Uh-huh. Told it wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, no, no,
No. Can't suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you
Sleazeball.
say?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you sleazeball because you are a sleazeball. What the heck? Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, no,
Hey,
no,
stop
no.
fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me. I want the abuse give and take me. Okay. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so Sakura's class trial comes to an end, and we return to the worlds of Hope Peaks Academy. The story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We went back to our rooms, and before long, the night snuck up on us. I'm playing till chapter clear. Ding dong ding dong. No one switched to Elden Ring. This is going to be 3 parts. In some way, shape, or form, it's like 100 and
This is a school
10
announcement.
minutes.
It is now 10 p.m. As such,
Why'd I say
it
like
is
that?
officially night
It's been like an hour and 50 something minutes.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
So mid 30 parts
Okay
for
then.
3.
Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep
No, well,
tight.
yeah, I guess mid 30s.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Then time descended and pulled me down along with it. Down into sleep. And I eyeballed and do it like that. Couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen in such deep sleep. Still wasn't over for me. A voice. Could hear a voice. Wah. Up. Wake up. Huh? Voice dragged me from a deep sleep into a hazy half consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door.
Whew.
It was locked. You're unbelievably careless. It was locked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Anyways, and you don't you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m. Was it just sleeping in the study? Oh, under blankets? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Skirt! It's so late, what happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor to ask. What's your favor?
So.
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? Am I going to just lie down and die? I will fight you. I have to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Hibika put her lips next to my ear and whispered. Data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center. But it was locked. Was it? But it was only the no, it was locked, yeah. Instead, we're gonna finish the chapter. And then wait to enter the after-hours schools to head for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko was not here. That's weird. It said she'd meet me. She may be inside already. My hand at the door and with a certain amount of force. Rattle, rattle didn't open. Tried again, but rattle, rattle. Must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? Data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Gone?
Damn it!
Looking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, I just... Trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But...
Hey!
See that you don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. He might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or were you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? Nothing like that. 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. That being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? You can hear this across the school. Kyoko. Now you too.
You too? You guys?
Whatever the two of you just go back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from this last child.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. I was a bait. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it, let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here, shoo. Left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Vaughn. What was all that about just now? Woke me up, made me get to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she said, "What's up, bully?" and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that?
Whew.
Don't worry about it. Figured that would be the end of the conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. So turn to leave.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Hyuko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies. Ka-chunk. The end. Chevron? Who got lit? Oh, they had someone on the far left side, didn't they? Dong dong dong. Alter lump. Oh, wait, the laptop. Thank you. Save game, and I'll leave it open again for the remainder of this game's lifetime.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay. I'm pivoting to what's it called? Elden Ring. Man, that was 2 hours to the dot, huh? End of Danganronpa.